Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Hell is other people." At first, it sounds dramatic, a little extreme, but in today's world, flooded with Instagram feeds, TikTok trends, and endless notifications, Sartre's warning feels eerily prescient. We are constantly observed, constantly compared, constantly performing. In a way, social media has become the modern mirror, reflecting not just who we are, but who we think others want us to be. And in that reflection, are we truly free or trapped? Sartre believed human beings often live in bad faith. That is, we deny our own freedom and authenticity by pretending to be what others expect. Every post on social media is a performance, a curated version of our lives. We edit our photos, our thoughts, even our opinions. Think about it. How many times have you posted something because it would get likes, or because it fits an image of yourself you want the world to see? Social media amplifies this anxiety to an unimaginable scale. Our self-worth begins to depend on numbers, likes, followers, comments. Sartre would argue, the more we do this, the further we drift from ourselves, and the closer we move toward a kind of existential hell. Sartre's concept of the gaze is crucial here. The gaze is the awareness of being seen by another, and the pressure that awareness creates. When someone looks at us, we start seeing ourselves as an object, not a subject. On social media, the gaze isn't just one person's eyes. It's hundreds, thousands, millions. Strangers, friends, followers, the algorithm itself. We anticipate judgment, criticism, admiration. We adjust our words, our photos, our personalities, all in response to this invisible audience. And slowly, we stop existing for ourselves. We exist for the gaze. Have you ever noticed how scrolling social media can feel like a trap? Each post is a reminder of what we don't have, what we aren't, what we wish we could be. Sartre would say this is exactly the kind of existential anxiety we try to escape. In our attempts to craft the perfect online self, we paradoxically feel more judged, more anxious, more incomplete. We become aware of our freedom, and freedom is terrifying. Because freedom demands responsibility. Responsibility for our own identity, not the identity projected by others. Sartre said, "Man is condemned to be free." This isn't punishment, it's a challenge. Even in a world dominated by screens and likes, we choose who we are. We choose whether to perform or to exist authentically. Bad faith is surrendering that choice, letting social media dictate your self-worth. Instead of embracing our freedom, we hide behind filters, captions, and curated timelines. Sartre would argue, when we live in bad faith online, we are denying the very essence of our existence. Consider this. The influencer posting a perfect vacation photo while their life behind the camera is stressful and lonely. A friend posting achievements while privately struggling with anxiety. Yourself, scrolling late at night, comparing your life to everyone else's highlight reel. Sartre would say these moments expose the gap between our authentic selves and the self we present to others. And social media, by design, widens that gap. Every like, every comment reinforces performance. But there's a choice. There's always a choice. So, what would Sartre tell us today? First, awareness is key. Recognize the gaze. Recognize your performance. Second, choose authenticity. Post not what earns approval, but what represents you honestly. Third, embrace responsibility. Your online presence is yours, and only yours. Freedom isn't about rejecting social media entirely. It's about using it consciously. about existing on your own terms, rather than being defined by the fleeting approval of others. Sartre's warning was never about other people. It was about losing yourself in them. In a world obsessed with likes, comments, and followers, the real challenge is this. Will you scroll endlessly, performing for a digital crowd? Or will you pause, look up, and exist authentically?